Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round 11, Tier 2, Portugal. I'm your host this evening, King Luckman, again on comms on my own. Apologies about the late stream. I have two young children I had to deal with quite quickly before jumping into the lobby. So apologies about that. Short qualifying this evening, followed by a sprint qualifying race, followed by a feature race. So we will just run you through some of the guys that have set times so far. Diamond's currently on provisional pole with a 1:17.2. JJ Trim P2 with a 1:17.6. Camibu P3 with a 1:17.7. Bit further back is Mechanical with a 1:18 flat, Nerf Pack with a 1:18.2, Cold Trim with a 1:18.2, New Era a 1:18.4, and Toxa reserving for us this evening in the Alpha Tauri is a 1:18.7. Paranoid just jumps in there with a 1:18.7 as well. Mahai going 1:18.2. Gameful P11 with a 1:19.3, and Robinho Magic with a 1:21.7. I would imagine that Gameful isn't improving. As Mechanical says, good evening Mechanical, how are you? It's nice to be back in Tier 2 with you lovely people. As Diamond says, setups nice so far, wasn't fully focused but car felt great. Yeah, good luck from you so far, Diamonds. As Paranoid has retired from the session, see if we can jump on board with someone and see what's going on there. As I couldn't quite jump on board with anyone there. Nobody is on laps yet, I don't think. As Cammy Moo says, I'm so glad it's you on comms, had enough of hound singing. No comment. I actually haven't watched much of the Tier 2 last couple of races. Had a couple of busy weeks. I don't also like watching the sound of my own voice. Hence why I don't watch Tier 1 that streams back much, or Tier 2s when I'm on comms. So no singing from me this evening, Cammy Moo, unless of course you want me to. I will stick my PayPal account in the description, make your payments there. I'll sing what you want. As Gameful is up, almost by 3/10. He'll be certainly looking to improve. Needs to find about 6/10 so far to challenge P10. Yeah, Bacardi sneaking in there, look, with a 1:16.8. That's a mega lap from Bacardi. As Ross has rejoined. As Cammy Moo says, if I win, you might get a request for Flower of Scotland. I don't have a clue what that is, but I'll give it a go. Why not? Like I say, I'll chuck my PayPal account in, bud. Gameful is a second quicker than his last previous time. That puts him P10 currently with 1:18.2. See who else is on laps. Coultrim is on a lap, puts himself P4, 1:17.7. JJ is just starting his lap. Cavalis is currently over on his time. See what New Era can do. It's the Scottish national anthem, says Kanemaru. I think I'll pass on that one. JJ has retired from the session. I don't know what's happened there. And I couldn't see what happened either. I couldn't quite jump on mechanical quick enough. Oh, that's disappointing. That is disappointing for JJ. As it's saying, Rubinho's 3 seconds under. See what he can do. This looks pretty quick, and it is. It's 4.3 seconds quicker. Puts himself P3. See what mechanical is coming into the pits. And Toxa appears, I reckon, to be doing the same thing, and does. Claire's the only one yet to set time. What does he do? Puts himself P5. Good time from Clay. So 1:17.6. Nice to see him back racing again. So obviously I apologise in advance if I'm not quite keeping up with all the laps. Being a short qualifying session, you don't quite get a pattern like you do in the Q3, Q2, Q1 situation, where most of the cars come out at fairly similar times, so it's fairly easier. So we'll see what everyone can do. Diamonds is back out, and it's telling me he is a 10th underneath his time so far. He still is just about a 10th under. See if he can improve in sector 3. As Mechanical says, not a bad time for a slow driver. Yeah, but can you keep it in a straight line, Kyle? As Diamonds does improve, but just by a 10th. Doesn't challenge Picardi. See what Mahai can do. As Mahai goes P9. See if Nerve is marginally up. Through sector 1. Nerf is, he has invalidated, but it was telling me it was a 10th up. So let's see what everyone else can do. Rubinho is on an outlap. He will be looking to challenge. Gameful is on a lap. Going through sector 1, and he is a 10th up. See what his sector 2 time is. Camimu, you've hit the nail on the head, Colin. You realise there's 44 laps, you need to be fast, not just one. As Diamonds points out, Bacardi's lap is magic. That's tougher than I thought, as Gameful goes extremely wide there. Somehow doesn't invalidate. And he goes 3.5 tenths quicker, puts himself P10. Rubinho is spun in the middle of sector 1. That's not ideal. Let's hope he can get out of the way of everyone else. As thank you Diamonds, JJ's throttle pedal got stuck. In case I missed it, yeah, I did miss that, I apologise. That's disappointing. Hopefully you can get that fixed in the time we have left before the sprint. That's really unfortunate. Although I did have this on my pad with Gameful last year. On the last game, basically my brake, trigger got locked on as I was coming out the final corner, and Gameful didn't realise. Basically looked like a brake check, but my whole trigger was falling to pieces in my hands from where it got stuck, and then I was trying to obviously force it out, and yeah, it caused a big pile up right on the last corner of the last lap at Bahrain. So I know how that malfunction sort of feels, as Clay has invalidated. See what Carl can do, as there's so much traffic going on in the last part of Sect 2. It's just cars everywhere. Everyone trying to start laps. Hopefully no one is getting in people's way. Bacardi is on an outlap and Diamonds is on a flyer. They both starting their flyers. Let's see what happens here then. Cervinho is 6 tenths over. He crosses the line in P3 by the looks of things. Mechanical's over. Diamonds is a 10th up. Bacardi is also almost 2 tenths up. See what Diamonds can do. Diamonds is 2.5 up. Bacardi is just a 10th up. Oh, this could be tight. This could be very tight. If Diamonds can nail this, he could have a chance at threatening it. Let's see. Diamonds takes pole 1:16.6. Bacardi, what's he gonna do? Bacardi improves, but not enough. Sets a 116.8. Six himself, P2. That's a mega lap from Diamonds, a 116.6. Cammy Moo taking P3 there. It's a really good lap from him with a 117.2. Robinho over 117.4 and P4. Mechanical, that's a really good lap from him as well, 117.4. Carl Trim, P6 of 117.5. Some really solid laps from guys there. It's a bit of a mixed bag at the top 5 there. As Diamond says, finally, been a while, hooked everything up. Pretty sure you've been taking poles most week, bud. Mega lap though from Diamonds, 116.6. So just confirmation there. Diamonds taking pole over 116.6. Bacardi P2 over 116.8. Cammy Moo P3. Robinho P4. Mechanical P5. Carltrim P6. Clay Mule P7. Clay Mule P7. Apologies. JJ Trim P8. Nerf P9. New Era P10. Ross P11. Mahai P12, Cavalis P13, Gameful P14, and Toxa P15, Anderson P16, Paranoid P17, Chip and Tamaras didn't set times, P18 and P19 respectively. I stand corrected, sorry Diamonds, yeah, last pole was Monza a month ago, took a couple of tries. Stuck it on pole this week though, bud. Formation lap is on this week, that is obviously sorted as well. So I will be back in once the guys have finished picking which tyre they want to do their sprint on. As I'm back. Bit of a gap down the field going on. So I'll just get last week's results up for you guys. So obviously Diamond's taken a win. JJ P2, Terriers P3. Obviously missing Terriers tonight. So I'll also check the driver standings for you guys as well, let you know what's going on in that aspect. Diamonds is still leading JJ by 44 points. And New Era is not far behind JJ in P3. We'll be looking to gain on Terriers, who's P4, and Gainful in P5. There is 3 drivers all within 3 or 4 drivers all within 20 points within each other, so that'll be interesting as the grid is now forming back up. And in the constructors, Aston Martin are still leading the way, closely followed by Williams in P2. Them two teams seem to be in a league of their own this season. There is just 6 points separated between them two guys, them two constructors. Five red lights are out, and away we go. As Chip has retired from the session for some reason. I don't know what that was about. Everyone seems to have got through fairly cleanly. Well done, guys. As I don't really know what is going on with this, because it's not giving me the intervals. We have another game glitch. Congratulations, Codemasters. So the gap, I won't be able to tell you. We'll just have to visually guess it for the time being until it sorts itself out. So Diamond's still leading the way there. Bacardi P2, Kamimu P3. See the position changes. Not much change happening here at the moment. What is going on with this? Bacardi seems to be a minute and 19 seconds behind Diamonds apparently. So Diamonds has already managed to lap everyone. Fantastic. There is still a bit of a train all the way from P1 down to P7. JJ just losing touch slightly. We'll see what happens there. New Era directly behind his rival in the championship. Be interesting to see what them two guys get up to this race. See if they can make positions. As Bacardi is thinking about a move, but thinks better of it, as it's now sorted itself out. Thank God for that. Makes my life a lot easier. As Rubinho is looking pacey behind Kamimu. Everyone is now starting to form sort of back up. Mechanical is teetering on the edge of collecting the DRS from Rubinho, and he is back in it. So we now have a DRS train from P1 down to P12, it looks like, as Nerf has got the better of Paranoid there. Them two guys are battling away, going through Sector 2. So we have a spinner, that is Ross. It's unfortunate for Ross, not having the best of starts this race. So let's see how powerful this DRS really is then from Bacardi. Only 3/10 so far, and he is absolutely eating it up. And these two guys are battling through the first couple of corners. A little bit of wheel banging going on. And that is going to bring Camimu into play. Bacardi going for the move. Down the inside, that's opened the door for Camimu. There's been a bit of an incident in Sector 2, I think. Clay, Cavalis, Clay and Gainful all having a bit of a battle going on, as Clay has lost an end plate. Which is unfortunate, as Antoxa has retired from the session, and that brings out a safety car. Gainful and Clay both pit. I didn't quite see what happened with Antoxa. Gainful has managed to jump Clay in the pits. Obviously Clay, I think, needing a wing change. This will just neutralise everything again. There was a bit of a gap forming back from cold trim to the back of mechanical. So this will now bring all them guys back into play again. Let's see what tyres everyone is on. So realistically, I'd probably say this would probably suit these softer runners a little bit more than the medium runners, purely because they won't be taking too much life out of them tyres behind the safety car. Although saying that, dead ground here is ridiculously high no matter what. So it'll be interesting to see what happens again there. I'd imagine that we're probably only going to get a couple of laps worth of DRS racing. Once the safety car comes in around the end of lap 7 or 8, I'd imagine. As Gainful is back in, what is that for? That is to get his wing replaced. I'd imagine that's the game not doing its job properly for him. So the safety car is probably going to be out for a further lap. As I say, the safety car appears to be staying out for one more lap. Let's see what happens on the restart. As a safety car in this lap message has appeared. So let's see what sort of getaway Diamonds can do. As he is just backing up the pack. And he's going. We are underway again. That slipstream around here is massive. Look at that. Bacardi eating in 2 attempts into Diamond's lead there as JJ overtakes Carl. New Era now just getting past as well, leeching right onto the back of his title rival. JJ tried to look up the inside there. The front two have just skipped off into the distance a little bit. Well, they're saying that Diamonds is the second off. I say that looks to be just now a fight between P3 and P2. Cabalis is looking close to the back of Mahai, but can't get it done just yet. Clay is passing Nerf, although picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Sends it up the inside of Paranoid, but can't get the move done. Just needs to be sensible here. As we have a caution in sector 3. Don't know what happened there. It looks like Nerf had a little incident. Sabinho picks up 3 seconds. All track limits. Bacardi is back within a second of Diamonds. I think we'll only get 1 lap of DRS. So we'll see what happens. We have another yellow flag. Nerf has had a little incident. Clay and Paranoid are going side by side. Clay looks to have got that move done quite nicely. Camimo and Mechanical are going side by side as well. Let's see what Bacardi can do. Let's see if he's got the legs on Diamonds into this last little overtaking opportunity. Sends it down the inside nice and cleanly, but can't get the move done. Mechanical hangs it round the outside of Camimo, gets the move done quite nicely. Cavalis and Mahai are going side by side. Cavalis just tucking in behind. Let's see position changes then for the sprint. Paranoid up 7 positions so far. So your winner is, for the sprint race, Diamonds. Bacardi taking P2. Mechanical taking P3. That's a really good drive from him. Camimo taking P4. JJ P5. New Era P6. Good drive from them guys. Well done. Bit of a non-eventful sprint in my opinion. Not much happened. So hopefully that will improve in the future. Give you guys a little bit more to talk about. Or me to talk about, shall I say. So just confirmation of the sprint there. Diamonds taking P1, Bacardi P2, and Mechanical your top 3. So your DNFs were Antoxa and Chip Hazard there. Disappointing for Coldrum. He was running all the way up near the P6, P7 position. A good drive from JJ there. Up a couple of positions. New Era leeching right onto the back of him. So let's see how this feature race plays out. I'm just waiting for the guys to sort their strategies out. As I say, strategy is going to be key around here. The suggested strategy is from practice yesterday. I believe it was a soft to medium, although degradation was ridiculous. So we'll see what the guys do here. As we start the formation lap here this evening. As the possible strategy is a soft to medium or a soft to hard, the game reckons. So let's have a look at what everyone's tyres are. Only one person opting for the hards, that is Nerf. Everyone else are going for the mediums or the soft. Mechanical opting for the softs in your top 7. Everyone else running mediums. See what he can do off the line. See if he can make up a few positions and get the undercut on everyone else. Obviously, track position isn't really a major factor around here with 2 pretty strong DRS zones. So strategy could be play quite a big role in the sense of tyre advantage and everything else. The grid is now forming back up again. We have 5 red lights are out and away we go. Diamond's getting a half decent start again. Bacardi has got the better start though by the looks of things. Diamonds just goes off. That's given a half decent run to Bacardi. As we have a caution in sector 1. I believe it might be in Toxa again. As Mechanical has managed to get both Diamonds and Bacardi. Let's see if he can scamper off into the distance. As Diamonds has a little moment there. So, big shock of the year probably. Mechanical is outright from race start leading the Portugal Grand Prix in Tier 2 this evening. As Diamonds is looking for the move on Bacardi. Bacardi just goes off track very slightly. That is going to open the door now to Bacardi. New era on Bacardi, sorry. But Mechanical is pretty comfortable at the minute. That has created a massive gap now between P2 and P3. Let's see what these guys can do. Rubinho is looking pretty pacey. Camimu is looking for the move around the outside of New Era. Can't quite get it done, and that's going to open the door to JJ. JJ can't get it done because he is defending currently from behind. Clay is also looking racy on the back of Mahai there. Massive overspeed from JJ there, just has to pull out of the toe slightly, a little bit of a wheel bang between him and Camimu. These two guys having a mega battle, and that's going to open the door to New Era on both of these guys. He seems to have got the run 3 wide going into this little hairpin. New Era's gone ahead. Seems to have got a decent exit as well. As Clay has spun, I don't know whether someone may have just tapped him there or he spun on his own accord. Disappointing there for Clay. Looking fairly racy behind this little gaggle of cars. Gainful and Rubinho are going side by side again. I don't know if there was just a little bit of contact there between them two or he lost it on his own accord. But New Era is trying to make the move, or keep the move, sorry, from JJ, but can't get it done. That is just inviting all these guys to stay with them. Mechanical is still holding up out front at the moment, but he has now brought the top 3 back into play, so we'll see how this one progresses. So Mechanical is looking in a fairly decent position here. He's got a bit of a 5-second gap. The top 3 have got 5-second gap, sorry, to P4. So whatever happens here, as Diamonds is looking for the move and gets it done all before the braking zone to turn 1. See if Mechanical, let's see if he can hang these soft tyres out for as long as he can. See what happens there. As he has got DRS. As Gainful, Mahai and Camimu are having a bit of a ding-dong battle at the moment. Camimu just slots in behind. Ross is looking all over the back of the Chip Hazard, as I would imagine these soft tyres are probably not feeling the greatest right now. As I say, the dead ground here is ridiculous, especially the front and rear left. Riccardi is now going to make the move on Mechanical as well, gets it done. So let's see if these two can now work together and keep with Diamonds. Start recharging a little bit. See what sort of lap time they're doing. That gap to P4 is continuing to grow as Ross is dropping down the order. He has had a bit of an issue. It's unfortunate for him, as Cartrim has got past Mahai. So, top three are just teetering on the edge of DRS to one another. Gameful is going to make the move on Mahai and Kami move. Mahai is hanging it round the outside. He goes off track. Rejoins safely, well done. Anderson and Mahai's teammates go in side by side through this next little sector. Mahai getting the better of his teammate just there. Carl is just sitting there waiting to pounce, so we'll see what he can do as well. Not too much really going on at the moment. Two Alpines are within this little DRS train as well. We'll see if Anderson, Chip looks a lot closer to Carl. And Anderson looks close to his teammate and does get it done. And he should leach back onto Cami's DRS, as Cami is getting ever closer to Gameful. Cami has the better exit out of here than Gameful. Let's see if he can get it done. His battery is flashing. Gameful does have a slightly bit more ERS, although not much. Gameful and Cami were going side by side. Gameful just thinks better of it. As Anderson sends it up the inside, Gameful doesn't see him and spins him out. That's unfortunate. It's not really my job to commentate on that too much. It's one for the stewards. Gameful is now gonna look to make the pass on the other Merc, and does with the help of DRS. Carlstrom will be looking to do the same thing, as will Chip. Thinks better of it. Sensible from Carl there. Just got this little gaggle of cars holding everyone up. Cabalist makes it around the outside of Carl. Carl just slots in behind. Sensible driving from them guys, well done. Everyone taking it nice and cleanly so far, other than that, just that little incident we just witnessed. Which again isn't obviously for me to make a comment on. That'll be one for the stewards. As Gameful is pitting. Let's see what he does. I would imagine he's probably going to go onto the hards. I can't see any other tyre making it this far unless he's going for a two-stop. And the hard tyres are on for Gameful. He's going for the undercut on everyone else. So let's see if that starts sparking a little bit of a chain reaction from the guys around him. I can probably imagine the soft runners are looking to pit soon. Little bit of a field spread going on as Chip picks up 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. As I say, not really too much going on at the moment as Clay picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As Nerf makes it past Anderson. Not much else to report at the moment. As we have an issue in sector 1. I think that might be Ross. I am correct, he's had another little incident. It's unfortunate for him again. Not the greatest evening for Ross. So let's see as T. Samaras has made it past Coltrim and Gameful has made it past Antoxa. Rubinho has pit for the hard tyres as well. He's looking for a bit of an undercut from the guys around him. As I say, let's see what sort of chain reaction that starts setting off from the guys around. As Clay picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Camimu is making a move on New Era and gets it done. Nerf and Anderson battling out. Anderson looking to go around the outside. And that he adds a little bit of wheelbane with Nerf there. New Era looks up the inside of Camimu. Can't get it done. Bacardi is just trying to reel Diamonds back in, but Diamonds is sitting there on 86% ERS, just chilling. Mechanical's still doing really well there, but JJ is bringing the gap down. So again, not really much to report. Let's see what happens for the rest of this race. As Carl has pit as well onto them hard tyres now. As I say, I would imagine that people are going to start pitting as Chip and Mahai do start pitting. As I say that, as a New Era has picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. He sends one up the inside of Camimu, gets the move done. Camimu has a bit of a moment on the exit, as Clay is back into the pits again. As New Era and Camimu are battling it out still through sector 2. As Clay chucks on the hard tyres. There we go then, Mechanical is in. Let's see what he goes to, whether he goes to a medium or a hard. I'd imagine he's probably looking to go on the mediums. As Cavallis pits as well, Mechanical is onto the mediums. New Era and Cami are still battling it out. New Era looking around the outside. Looks to have got better drive as Antox picks up 5 seconds for speeding in the pits. Let's just have a look at the penalties for you guys. So New Era's on 3, Chips on 3, and Toxa on 5, and Clay is on 3. As Ross picks up 3 as well, as we have an incident. Who is that? That is JJ has had a bit of a moment. And that has leaked a massive amount of times to the top 2 now. As Anderson makes it past Mechanical, look like by the looks of things. New Era is as pitted. He goes onto the hards. Let's just look at the position changes as well. As Rubinho has retired from the session, and that has caused a safety car. He is parked on the exit of turn 1. Be careful, guys. His car's now gone. Didn't see what happened there, but that brings out the first safety car. That is going to play massively into the top 2's hands now, I would imagine. And they're pitted. Bacardi is pitting. JJ, I would imagine, will pit. Your top 5 will pit definitely, but this could also play into... No, it's not going to play into Mechanical's hands, unfortunately, actually, with him pitting that lap before. Just giving a free pit stop to them guys ahead of him. Will JJ get out ahead of Mechanical? It looks like it's not going to. Mechanical is going to go back into P3. It's close on the exit there. No, it's not actually. Let's see if Gameful can get ahead of JJ though. And he can't. Gameful, you need to give that position back. I got caught out from that same thing. Can't race anyone on pit exit. Once they're out of the exit line, they are classed as ahead of you guys. Please remember that. So let's see what happens now. Your top two have gone onto the sauce. Mechanicals and P3 on the mediums. As Gameful's picked up 3 seconds for track limits under the safety car. That's disappointing for him. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to quickly go to the toilet. I apologise. as Diamonds gets us away. As Antoxa picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So let's see what happens now. Obviously JJ will be looking to pass Mechanical as quickly as possible to try and leech onto the back of the top two. This hasn't really had an advantage for Diamonds whatsoever. He had quite a bit of a lead at the front, but he is now picking that back up as Anderson picks up 3 seconds worth of time penalties as well. Just see if there's much else happening down the order as Camimu and Gameful are going side by side. And what a shot that is, by the way, the helicopter cam. Gameful and 11 lap old hards, managing to outdrag Camimu there on the newer tyres. As Chip Hazard picks up 3-second time penalty as well. It's easily done round here as well. So JJ is looking close to the back of Mechanical now. Let's see if he can get it done as Paranoid also picks up 3 seconds. Mahai looking all over the back of Gameful as well. Obviously Mahai on the softer tyre as New Era has lost it. It's unfortunate for him. Disappointing for New Era. He was having a really good race there, I thought. As DRS is being enabled this lap. Caution in sector 1, what has happened there? As we've lost Bacardi. Bacardi has had a spin by the looks of things. Gutted for Bacardi there. It's Gameful, Bacardi and Mahai are all having a battle, I think. Or Chip, sorry. As New Era has retired from the session. He has retired in the pits. Disappointing, really. You never know what could have happened. Anything was possible. So we'll see what happens between these top three now, as Mechanical is not doing too badly on the medium tyres, although JJ has got a lot more battery and obviously the softer compound. As JJ has got that move done before the braking zone. That's another position for JJ now into P2. Mechanical still holding on to DRS though. Let's see if he can help that to drag him along. This Camimu will be approaching fast. As I've just realised I accidentally put myself on mute, I do apologise. Nerf looking pacey all over the back of Gameful here. See if he can get that move done and dusted, as we have a problem in sector 3. That is Ross. Ross really not having the best of time this evening. Anderson is looking for the move on Tamaras, and he gets it done nice and easy. As there has been an incident between Paranoid and Cauldron by the looks of things. It's unfortunate for them guys. Let's have a little look at position changes again. Chip up 11 positions. Good drive from him. Nerf up 7. Penalties, Chip with 6, Gameful with 3, Anderson with 3, Clay with 3, and Tox with 3, Paranoid with 8. As Ross has also retired in the pits, as Clay has had a little incident with Untoxar by the looks of things. As Mahai picks up 3 seconds as well. So Bacardi, oh no, please Ross's car, please not create any problems. Thank God for that. Bacardi is catching the back of Camimu fairly rapidly, and he gets it done into the brake zone. As and Tox Up picks up a drive through for speeding under the safety car. Chip now up 13 position. Anderson up 7. So a couple of the guys deciding to pit for soft tyres. Bacardi, Mahai, Clay, Paranoid, Cold Trim and Tox Up. Hopefully this will be the last lap. Well, we're not on my lap behind the safety car. Hopefully we can get at least 3 or 4 laps of racing left. The field's now bunched back up again, so hopefully this is, as I say, the last lap behind the safety car. Should have 4 laps of racing, I believe, after this. So we'll see what happens. I wouldn't count Camimu out at all. Hard tyres around a high degradation track with everyone else around him on the same sort of lap on them tyres. Obviously we don't know what the top 3 tyre wear is like, but can't imagine by the end of this race them hards, them softs or mediums are going to be any quicker than them hards. So let's see what happens. Obviously hopefully they can keep it all clean the last few laps. As the safety car message has just appeared, the safety car is in this lap. As again, I've just noticed I was on mute. I was talking to myself again the whole time. I really need to stop doing that. As I was just saying, it's unfortunate for Clay. Just clipped the inside curb there. Bacardi, let's see if he's got enough life in them tyres to get past the next couple of guys. Be a tall order to get back on the podium with just one lap left. As Antoxa is having a little bit of an issue back there. As Bacardi is making a move now on Cavalis and gets it done. He is now hunting down Mechanical. He has a lap to get it done. Carltrim gets the move done on Anderson. Let's see what Bacardi can do then. He is rapidly approaching the back of Mechanical. Swings it up the inside. Mechanical seems to have got the better drive though. Mechanical keeps it there. And I believe that has saved Camimu just a slight touch. Cavalis is sticking to the back of these guys. Again, let's just check that. There's Bacardi and Mechanical are having a little battle around the final corner. Bacardi getting the better of Mechanical there, so that is your winner. Diamonds, P2 JJ Trim, P3 Camimu, P4 Bacardi, P5 Mechanical. Good drive from them guys. Let's just check the penalties coming in thick and fast. Dropping people down the orders left, right and centre. Still a good drive from Chip there, up nine positions up to P10 from P19. Anderson having a good drive, P8 sorry, up 7 positions. Good win there for Diamonds. Controlled it really, clean sweep. Pole quality, pole sprint. Win in the feature. As we just wait for Antoxa to cross the line, and he does. So just confirmation there then of your top 3 then. Diamonds, JJ and Camimu. Good drive from them guys. With the 4 non-finishers being Nerf, Ross, New Era and Rubinho, with New Era and Ross retiring in the pits. So running through the whole order: Diamonds P1, JJ P2, Cami P3, Bacardi P4, Mechanical P5, Cavalis P6, Carltrim P7, Anderson P8, Gameful P9, Chip P10, Samaris P11, Mahai P12, Clay Mule P13, Paranoid P14, and Antoxa rounding out your top 15. Let's just get your top 3 invited into the party, which will be Diamonds, JJ and Camimu. So I'll just wait for them guys to jump into the party. As JJ has joined us. Good evening, JJ. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Better now that's finished.
That was a pretty chaotic race,
It was, mate, yeah.
to say the least.
Hmm.
So, from your perspective, how was that for you, buddy?
Um, well, 'cause my throttle's stuck in quali, so that's why I went into the wall. But,
Yeah,
and then this,
I did see Diamonds mention that. What, talk us through it, bud. What actually happened? Then you just sort of got
don't know,
down the end of the straight, and that was it.
yeah, I went to downshift, but it carried on with the accelerator, so. But then after that, there were some unbelievable battles in the sprint race and in the feature race. It was good, man.
Yeah,
Really enjoyed it, to be fair.
that was a really clean race
Hmm.
from comms perspective. A few of the battles were really good, going through some of them tight, twisty turns. Good result for you. Obviously, kept the pressure on New Era there, sitting in P3 in the drivers' standings. Obviously, couldn't quite gain some points back on Diamonds, but overall, good P2 from your perspective.
100%. I think in that first stint, I was just trying to stretch the mediums out as much as I could, and then I spun. And then luckily the safety car come out, and then I just... Yeah, it's a good race, man. Must admit, I was never gonna... Even after that safety car restart, it wouldn't have mattered. I would never have beaten him anyway. But it was just happy to get back to P2 after going down to, I think it was 9th in the sprint race on lap 1 and 8th on this one, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it was a really good recovery drive, but
good.
so it's as I say, put a little bit more pressure back on New Era to try and catch you in P2 in the drivers. So
Hmm.
as I say, have a good weekend, mate. Hopefully, obviously, I
And
catch
you.
you some
Well
more
done,
this
Diamonds,
season.
mate.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good evening, boys.
Cheers, JJ. Well done, bud.
Bye-bye.
As we will now jump on with Cami quickly, and then we will head to Diamond straight after that. Cami, good result for you there, bud. P3. From your perspective, how was that?
Very good result. Very tough race. I was caught in battles most of it, so just constantly kind of on the defensive, holding on positions and trying to stretch tires as long as I could, but made it work.
Yeah, obviously, from my perspective, it looked like you had the more durable tyre compared to Colin. Obviously, had a few more laps on his tyres compared to you. You must have been sweating it there when you obviously could see probably Bacardi catching all the time on them softs.
Yeah, that was the one I was worried about. I'd obviously run the softs in the sprint and run the mediums early in the race. I knew those guys were going to be struggling near the end. But Bacardi coming on those new softs was the main concern for me in that final stint.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think him and Mechanical battling sort of saved you a little bit in that
Yeah.
final last lap. But it's a really good result from you, bud. You've been showing some real good pace recently. You must be
Yeah.
really pleased with it.
It's still just getting back to my best from the long break I had, but getting
Yeah,
there.
it's nice to see you back up there battling for podiums now, bud. So as I say, good race from you this evening. It's nice to see you back on the podium again, and hopefully I get to speak to you some more this season.
I hope so too.
Have a good weekend, buddy. All right, take care.
You too.
See you, mate.
See you.
And we are now joined by your race winner, Diamonds. Good evening, buddy.
Evening, Luckman.
How are you? How was that race from your perspective?
Yeah, just pretty much went as smoothly as a race could go. Very happy with that. Felt good
Uh,
with the car right from the first run. Started, got like a bit of practice today. That was all. and managed uh, managed to keep the car on the road, lap up, keep it consistent, get the pole, defend, and eventually the win.
Yeah, I think obviously probably the most pressure you really had that whole sort of race weekend, if you like, was probably in the qualifying session with Bacardi setting obviously quite a solid lap there. Obviously another weekend where you've taken P1 quali, P1 sprint, P1 feature. Talk us through what your thought process was obviously when them safety cars come out. Was it, do I need to panic about it, or was it simply just stick to my strategy? I know I have the pace, let's just get it done?
It was just pretty much sticking to the plan and focusing on the fuel and temps. When a safety car came out in the sprint, I slowed it right down, went on the inside to make sure that people wouldn't have the pit delta to box, and then once I had that, it was just about trying to catch the driver behind off guard. Usually you can slow down and it can really annoy the driver behind, then they'll end up making a mistake and you can blast off. Similar thing in the feature race with the two safety cars. Obviously, first one, just a simple box for softs. Make sure you have enough fuel for the end, because I started with not enough fuel, and by the halfway point I was into the negatives, so that safety car was kind of saved me.
Yeah, it's a decent. So in your opinion, really, then the safety car sort of saved you on the fuel aspect.
Yeah, it did. Made the
That's
strategy much simpler.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, nice. It's good to see Diamonds. You're just in a bit of a league of your own at the minute, aren't you? Lots of race wins coming your way at the moment. You seem to definitely have the pace, of course. So it's nice to see. Nice to see you being consistent week in, week out. So good race win again, bud. Well done. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Yeah, definitely, Diamonds. Take care, buddy. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, bye.
And that is it for this evening for Tier 2, round 11, I believe it is. It's been a long day, I do apologise, bear with me. Round 11, and I think we're at Kota next week. Obviously join us for Tier 3 on Sunday at the earlier time of 8 o'clock. And I am completely wrong. We are racing round Qatar next week. New track for us all, so it should be exciting. It's definitely one I'm looking forward to myself. Obviously, if you can't join us for Tier 3 Sunday, join us next week at the same time of 8:30 for Tier 2 round Qatar. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care. This is King Luckman over and